Hello, online crew. How are you today? So we're going to talk about growing your following on social media, particularly growing a following on a Facebook page, but ultimately some of these strategies you can adopt on other platforms and other things that you're doing, on social media. But this is really, really important. And I do want to stress, although what I'm going to share with you today is adaptable to, a personal page and a business page, you really need to be building on a business page. If you have a home-based business, small business, entrepreneur, network marketer, you want to be focusing these 7 things that I'm going to share with you today over on a business page. And I'll get into the guts of that, shortly, but welcome. As you're coming in, please say hello. Let's see who is here. We've got Tiffany. How are you today? Hello, Laurie. Lovely to see you on. Hello, Mel. How you going? We've got Miles and Terry. How you going, guys? We've also got Elizabeth on and Olive, and we've got Sal. How you going, Sal? Good to see you on. And we've got all the emojis going on. So the palm tree emoji is the mascot for our page here. So share the palm tree emoji. And if you are a member of my free Facebook group, which is called Social Media Strategies for Home Business Owners, let's see if I got a graphic of that one. I do. Check this out. There it is. So that's my free Facebook group, Social Media Strategies for Home Business Owners. So feel free to, go over there and request to join. That's completely free, that group. And the cruise ship emoji is for my online crew leaders. So those that are in my online crew coaching community. And guys, in 45 minutes time, we have the live Q&A just for you guys, where you guys get to ask me anything you like and get some free coaching over there. Any of you that would like to be part of our crew over there, our online crew coaching community, where we really go hands-on and so to the about today. That is how you can get in there. You can get into that group for $1. Go and check it out for a few days and then work out if you would like to stay or not. But I've got all sorts of boot camps in there: branding boot camp, blending boot camp, content creation boot camp, profile overhaul boot camp, groups boot camp, you name it, it's all in there. So as soon as you get into that group, you can get access to all of that training. Who else have we got here today? Just catching up with, we've got Crystal on, which is awesome. We've got Brady on. Hello, Brady. Tina, great to see you all sort of jumping in. We've got Marion as well. So all good. Great to see you all on. So this topic today is really, really important for any of you that are trying to grow a following on social media. So if you're not aware what we do here, or perhaps who I am, perhaps I should introduce myself. If we haven't met before, my name is Helen Martin. I'm your online crew captain, and we have the most awesome online crew community here, representative of really small business trying to build a business on social media. So that might be a small business owner, entrepreneur, network marketer, direct seller, those in MLM. And we are learning to leverage social media to build our business online with modern online strategies. So we don't want to chase anybody to buy anything off us or go into business with us. We truly want to attract people to us online. So learning how to leverage social media with modern, attraction marketing type strategies enables us to achieve that. Hello, Julie. How are you? Great to see you on, Julie. So I'm going to share with you these 7 strategies. I'm going to run through them pretty quickly because there's a lot of information in here. Some of these things you may be doing, some of the things you may not, but really take this information in. And because I do have my live Q&A coaching call with my online crew coaching community in 45 minutes, I want to get through all this information. Let's get straight on into, what should we be doing. And I do want to highlight again, I said this in the beginning, where you want to be doing this is on a business page. If you are still building on your personal profile, I am not saying to you stop. I'm saying to you, open your eyes to all the Facebook changes. Mark Zuckerberg has said many a time, I've said on a number of lives, that the future of Facebook is private. So your personal profiles, where you might be trying to gain exposure and followers, are going to eventually end back up in lockdown. So what that means is where, you know, all this activity that you're doing on your personal profile, it's not going to amount to anything in the future. Whereas you could be over on a business page doing all these activities that I'm about to share with you and start building up a following over there. So if you want content to stay around long term, so remember that, you know, eventually a new news feed for Facebook is going to be content that disappears, like Facebook stories. So if you want content that sticks around, if you want exposure, if you want Facebook to do you favors as far as reach, organic reach for your videos, it's got to be over on a business page. So if you're not hearing this message, I know I'm being quite strong in this message, but the future of your business is on a business page, not on your personal profile. It doesn't mean you need to stop right now, but start blending. And that's one of the things that I'm going to talk about, you know, on this live today. And if you need some help with building a business page, revamping a business page that is not working for you, working out your branding on your business page, then please join me on the 3rd of June for a month. I will work with you and a number of others for a full month to work out your branding message, your business page, so you have a fully functional business page by the end of, you know, the 4 weeks. And we have live calls where I discuss your branding, we talk through your objectives, all of that kind of stuff. Feel free to join me on June 3rd for the next round of my branding course. That'll be the 9th round of my branding course. Awesome stuff in there. If there's anyone on live that's been a part of that course, then let the others know what you got out of that. So I just really want to highlight here that the 7 tips that I'm going through, although you can adopt them to your personal profile, what you want to be moving towards is doing these kind of things and building up a following on a business page. If you don't, you are going to be missing the boat. And you're going to turn around in 6 months to a year's time and go, I should have done that way back when everybody was telling me to do it. And I still didn't go and do it. Forewarned, if that's how I can put it. Hey, Janice, how are you? Tiffany, that was, if you go to that link that I just put up, where did I put it? All the information's there, Tiffany. So just go to that link, the dates, the details, what's included, how much it is there. But any of you in my online crew coaching community, do not use that link. You need to get a special link from me because you get a $50 discount off it. But I am working with you for a month. And you are on live calls with me, getting coaching with me for a month. So it is not an expensive course for what you get out of it. For you to set up your business with a fully branded course by the end of 4 weeks is, you know, pretty cool. Amazing branding course. I loved it. Thank you, Mel. Helen's branding course is truly amazing. Definitely worth it. Thank you. I need to change up my business page big time. Yeah. So although part of the course is setting up a business page, I do recognize that some people have already got one. You're just not working it, and it's not set up properly, and your branding message might be all wrong. So it's not working for you. Anything you do on social media, you want to work for you, not against you. Social media moves too fast for your activities not to be working in your favor. Just do it, people. Hey, Sean, how are you? Okay, so let's get on to the content for today. So tip 1. Tip 1 is all about what you're talking about on your social media presence to enable you to get fans and followers. If you are all over the place, if you're talking about this, that, and whatever, and there's no sort of real substance to what you're talking about, you know, it may be difficult for you to get followers because they don't understand you. They don't understand the value that you're delivering. They don't understand where you're at or what you're talking about. And there is a lot to say for being genuine and authentic and just talking and just being you. When you can get to that point of just being you, like on live video on a business page, that is awesome. But some people have huge fears, this may resonate with you, that you're not good enough, or you're not successful enough, or you don't know enough to give good value on something on social media. So tip number 1 is ILT. You may have heard me mention this before if you've been a video on mine before. Invest, learn, teach. Now, invest can either be time or money. So if you've got money, maybe you can put a little bit of money towards some resources to help you learn some things, but turn around and teach it. You don't need to be an expert in anything, guys. You just need to be able to put the time in to learn some stuff and turn around and teach it to your followers. Give really good value. Stop talking about crap. And, pick a topic. This is all to do with your branding, and give really good value on your page. And if you are not the expert yet, which most people are not when they start a business page, then learn some stuff. And all you need to do is turn around and teach it to other people. You do not need to be a hero. You do not need to be a guru. You do not even need to be successful to be helpful to other people. Okay, really, really important. What you're talking about, how you're branding yourself, the value that you bring will get you followers or it will lose you followers. So like I said yesterday on my Facebook Live, you need to be laser focused with what you're doing. So that's not only what you're learning and you're doing to grow your business, it's also what are you teaching people? What is your message? And if you are not the expert in the particular area that you want to build your business around, invest either some time or money or both, learn some stuff, and just turn around and teach it. You don't have to be successful to do that. You don't have to be already successful to be helpful to people. But the better value you bring, the better focused you are with your brand, will help you get followers. When you're all over the place, so will your audience. They won't get you. They won't know what you're talking about. Hey, Suzanne, how are you? Great to see you on. I thought thinking like an entrepreneur would be difficult, but now I'm totally thinking of great stuff all the time. Yeah, the interesting thing with being in this business is whether you realize it or not, you guys are entrepreneurs. You may not see yourself that way, but you're not an employee. So when you're not an employee, you have to do the thinking. No one's doing the thinking for you. You have to be the creative one. You have to know what you're talking about. So if you don't know what you're talking about initially, tip 1, invest some time and money, learn, and just turn around and teach it. But what you're teaching and being focused on what you're teaching is very, very important to you gaining followers, because you have to have a common thread. You have to have a brand that you're developing that people get what you're teaching. Okay. Number two, if you're not getting much engagement at the moment, this is really important. And it's almost like how can I put it? You prime the algorithm in your favor. So if you don't have a lot of people engaging with you, or you want to build up the following of people watching your content or coming and seeing your content, go and engage with people before you post something or before you go live. Then hopefully within an hour, within about 15 minutes to 45 minutes ideally, respond to anybody and everybody that left any kind of message, post, comment, engage. So if you want to build up your following, so you don't have a lot of people following you at the moment, before you post something important, before you go live, go and engage with people that you would like to engage back with you. Do some social networking, and it's like, boosting the algorithm in your favor. You give some love, you will get some love back. I've mentioned this many times before, but people forget. We fall back into bad habits of just turning up live. But it really does help with your algorithm if you go and do some work and prime the algorithm before you post something really important or before you go live. So it's like, I'm giving love for a little bit of time. Don't ask me what the ideal time frame is, because there isn't one. Just go and do it. Allocate 15 minutes or 20 minutes or something like that and go and engage on a lot of people's content. Respond to people's stories. Don't overthink it. Just engage. Stick an emoji on somebody's story. Go through a whole lot of stories. Engagement. You give engagement. You show some love. The algorithm will show it to you back. And the amount of people that complain to me that say I'm not getting any love back, and I go and look at their business pages, or even personal profiles, and there's all these comments that are unattended. And what I mean by unattended is you haven't given them the love back. So anybody that bothers to comment, give you some love, give you some kind of engagement, you need to engage with them as soon as you possibly can. I've mentioned this many times on my lives. I get really frustrated, like I will today. I've got to go straight from this live to a training in my coaching community. So I can't respond to your comments straight after this live because I'm going straight into a coaching with my coaching crew. And that bugs me because I know that is not good for the algorithm. And I know that the sooner I can do it, the more organic reach my live is going to get. So tip number 2 is if you want to get some more love, if you want to get some more followers and you want to get some more engagement, give some love before you post or go live, and definitely give it to people afterwards. Okay, so really, really important, that one. It's, as I said, it sort of kickstarts the algorithm in a way, gives it a little push in your favor. Tip number 3 is not rocket science, but very, very important. You must be consistent, but I'm going to add something onto the end of this. Be consistent with original content. Now, I can speak from experience from this because I have more than one business page. One of my business pages, this one, has scheduled content and original content. So what I mean by original content is it's live in the moment. So this is live in the moment. You're watching me live, okay? If I do a post, like, oh no, that was on my personal page. I was going to say it's my son's birthday today, and it's just like it's not scheduled in advance. I just posted some stuff this morning, but that wasn't on this page. But those kind of things where you just post it. So it's just original content and you create it and you post it. Please do that as much as you schedule stuff. So I know a lot of the students that I talk to, that are building business pages, we are taught to schedule things in advance because it's really good time effectiveness. Okay, I schedule posts in advance, but I'll give you the difference. I have 2 pages. One of them, this one, I go live 5 days a week. Set your notifications on if you want to keep up with my training. Just click the 3 buttons on the top of your screen if you're on a mobile and turn the notifications on. You'll get another screen that comes up. You can do that while you're live listening to me. So you can, I've forgotten what I was going to say now. I got distracted. What was I going to say? Be consistent. Original content. So, there's lots of original content going on this page. I have another page, which is another passion of mine, which is do with health and wellness and recipes and good healthy tips and all the rest of it. Most of it is scheduled. It's scheduled in advance because I actually don't have time to be over there. I've got this page, I've got my coaching community, I've got the students I mentor. Like I'm so busy doing my online thing, I don't have a lot of time for my health thing. And it shows, guys. You should see my insights on my business page with my reach and my engagement. And I got a message from Facebook yesterday, I think, saying people haven't heard from you for a while. Over on that page, you should post something basically. Now, I am posting over there, but it's all scheduled. Now, Facebook knows that, guys. Facebook knows when you've done original content and you're just posting it there and then, or whether it's scheduled in advance. So if you are growing a business page and you really want to build up your fans and followers and get engagement and interaction from those people, don't forget to do original content in the moment and mix that up with scheduled in advance. Scheduled posts in advance, if you're doing them, is really good time management strategy. And I couldn't survive without it. And it is very effective. But I'm telling you from experience of having 2 different pages, and one of them is a lot of live, like all these are, they're live. It's live. I'm here now with you, no matter where you are around the world. I'm sitting here in Australia going live and you're listening wherever you are. So it's live content. My other page has majority of scheduled content and I don't really go live over there, and my page is suffering for it. So when I say be consistent, it's not only being consistent with your posting, you need to post every single day. Every single day. Don't go overboard. You don't want to post, 5 times a day on a Facebook news feed, anywhere, business page, personal profile. Go for it in your stories. Post multiple times in your stories. Go for it. Literally go for it in your stories, but not on a news feed. But minimum, you should be posting once a day, minimum, on wherever you are. whether that's personal profile or business. But you've got to be there to get the engagement and get the organic reach. So if your social media presence is in and out, so you're really good for a week and then you back off for 4 or 5 days, it's going to be difficult for you to grow your following. So make some DMOs, daily method of operation, be really consistent and make sure you stick with it. And don't let a day go by where there is nothing going up on your page. Very, very important. If you want to keep the organic reach going and reaching more people to grow your following, then you really need to be posting all the time. But I do say, not only be consistent, so tip 3 is all about consistency, but not always with scheduled in advance posts. Like, you need original content to be going up all the time to maximize that. Otherwise, your organic reach will go down. And I know because I'm experiencing it myself. Okay. Thank you, Crystal. We do spell it with a Y. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate that. Hi, Anna. How you going? Okay, let's move on. Tip 4. You must be growing your network all the time. All the time, you've got to be growing your network. Too many people sit on social media, and maybe you're even doing lives, and that's awesome, but you're expecting everybody to come to you. So it's like, okay, I've set up a business page. I'm going to post. I'm going to go live. And that's the extent of your, growing your network. If that's all you're doing, you're not going to grow. It's going to be a slow journey for you. So any opportunities that you've got to grow your network. So either you can do that one or 2 ways. So you can either use paid strategies, which is what I choose to do, and use a platform like through a mentoring company to help me get leads on a daily basis through paid advertising. Now, you might not be in a position to do that. If you are not, then you need to get networking. You need to grow your network and bring people to your business page. So go into groups, get yourself known. Those of you in my coaching community, I've got the networking boot camp. I've got a full training there on how to network and grow your network on social media. So you're always constantly going to be growing your network to increase your following. Please don't just sit there on social media and wait for people to come to you. You have to get out there and network in different ways. And you can do that. You mainly network. So tip 4 and tip 5 go together, because tip 5 is all about blending. While you still can, guys. Now, what I mean by blending is blending from your personal page to a business page, because you want the following over on your business page. Once again, if you want to join me on June 3rd for my branding and your page and all the rest of it, just go to this link here and get the details. Okay, we start on June 3rd. So tip 4 is about growing your network. Tip 5 is about blending. So they go together. So growing your network can be about friend requesting people. So you do, and this is all in my networking boot camp in the coaching community. You need to network with people. You need to grow your audience. You need to be in groups talking to people. You need to make some friends, but don't pitch. Don't make new friends on Facebook to pitch them in Messenger straight away. This is not the way we want to get you fans and followers. We want to make new friends, yes, and build a rapport, and then use tip 5, blending strategies to get them from your personal page over to your business page. Are you following along with me? Just let me know, give me some feedback down there. Are you following along with me here? Because, so Crystal's saying, I do networking in my DMO. Her daily method of operation, she does networking. Do you network in Messenger? You can network in Messenger. Just don't be spammy about it. So build relationships first before you go for the sale. A big problem that network marketers have, people in home-based business, is they go into Messenger and they pitch. And worse than that, they don't even use people's names. Address people by their names. Treat people like you would talk to them as a human being. Don't use Messenger as an excuse to shoot off your cut and paste messenger about your wonderful business opportunity. So yes, networking is fabulous in Messenger because Facebook loves it. Facebook is moving towards private messaging. You can get people off your anywhere into private messaging. They'll increase your organic reach. So it's a great place to be, but build a relationship before you go in for the sale. Critically important. But yes, find some new friends to Facebook friend and just say hi and lead into questions. My next boot camp, for those, I haven't announced this, but my next boot camp in the coaching community is all about these kind of prospecting techniques and creating curiosity and all of that on social media. So for those of you in my coaching community, hold that thought. I'm going to give you heaps of ideas in the next boot camp in June. Once again, if you want to get access in there and all the training I've got in there, you can get in for $1 for 3 days. Go and have a look around, see if you want to stay or not. So, that's where all the gold happens over there. Okay. So I hope you're following me. Yes, you're saying you're following. Jen, how are you, Jen? People before profits. Oh, well said, Jen. Here. Well said. I notice new people following my page, watching lives just in the background, and that's okay because, people are going to watch in the background. That's why you want to make a friend before you go in for the circus. People are sitting on the fence a lot of the time. They don't really know who you are, whether you're trustworthy, whether you just want them to buy something off you. So they're going to sit in the background potentially, and just watch you for ages. That's why you want to start building a business page now, because it takes time. For those of you that go, I do a live on my personal page and a live on my business page, and I get so much more interaction on your personal page. Of course you will. You've had your personal page for years and they are your friends and family, but are they your target market? I would beg to say no, majority of the time. So get yourself over to a business page and find your target market. Whole nother branding discussion there. Okay. So look for new opportunities to network. Who can you help? What groups can you go into and answer questions and get noticed and then get them on your personal profile? And then tip 5, blend them over to your business page. How do we blend? I've got a whole blending boot camp in my coaching community. I can't go through that here, but there are all sorts of strategies and even links that you can have on your personal page to get people over to your business page that are non-spammy. There are so many smart ways to blend moving people from your personal profile over to your business page. But yeah, that's the whole blending boot camp that I've got in my coaching community. So get yourselves over there if you want that. Now, tip 5. What have I got there? Engagement strategies to get people to like your page. Now, there's all sorts of ideas I've got around that, so I'll just give a couple to you. So those of you in my coaching community, I'll be sharing this as well in the next boot camp. But you can do a post, and when people like your post, like on a business page, you can actually ask those people. So they might have actually liked the post, but they haven't liked your page. So anybody that likes any of your content, likes a live of yours, you can ask all of those people to like your page. That's completely free. You can do a paid strategy where you can run a likes campaign. Run a likes campaign for a few dollars a day. Turn it on and off when you like, depending on your budget. There's all sorts of strategies, engagement strategies to get more people to follow and like your business page. Okay, so there's certain posts that you can do. Once again, if you're doing advertising, you can, there's just so many simple strategies. Like you can run an engagement campaign, put up a post that's just inspirational, motivational. You can get likes and all sorts of engagement on that for cents, pennies, whatever you want to call it. And anybody that engages, you can then invite those people to like your page. That can even be cheaper than running a likes campaign. Like there's all sorts of ideas, but you want to have, those kind of engagement strategies on your page to turn those people that are engaging with your content into fans and followers. I hope that makes sense. There's all sorts of ways around that, but engagement strategies, that's what you need to have the forefront of your mind for tip 5. Tip 6, I said this was tip 5, but it's tip 6. Blend while you can. There's going to come a time when you're not going to be able to blend your personal profile and your business page. That's why you need to be starting a business page if you haven't already, or you need to be working on it now, working on your blending strategies now for when your personal profiles go back into lockdown. No one knows how long that's going to take. We could still be seeing what we see now for another year, but the future is, Mark Zuckerberg has said it many times, the future of Facebook is private. Profiles are going to look like tiles, like they when I say tile, I mean like a Facebook story tile. That's what your friends and family are going to look like in Messenger. They're going to be tiles of people in Messenger, and that's where you're going to interact with them in Messenger. Private. Are you hearing all the messages that Facebook is giving you? So while you can still blend and get really good at blending. And, I've already got a blending boot camp in my coaching community, but the next boot camp, prospecting and curiosity posting and all of that, I'm going to go into that, as well. Now, tip 7, get really good at storytelling, guys. Why do people buy? What is the reason that people make a buying decision? It's because they get caught up in an emotion of something. They're not buying your thing, guys. They don't care about your thing, whatever your thing is. They care about what your thing gives them. They care about the benefit of the thing, the reward of the thing. People don't care about the thing. They care about what the thing does. People buy a future version of themselves. People make a buying decision and put their hand in their pocket because they truly believe that thing is going to get them to where they want to go. So like a product focus, like a weight loss product, they don't care about what the actual product is. They care about a future version of themselves that looks awesome and they feel confident and wonderful. Do you get where I'm coming from with that, guys? So storytelling, take people on a journey, show them the vision, tap into their emotion of what your thing, whatever it is that you are selling, does for them. So get, like number 7, draw people in and gain fans and followers by the stories that you tell, the messages that you portray, the vision that you create, the future version of someone's self that they can see through your words. Make sense? Okay? Really, really important. Don't overlook that. If you can increase your copywriting skills on social media, and what I mean by copywriting skills is drawing on people's emotion and telling really good stories. And I'm not saying you have to create a movie, and have to always think, oh, what story can I tell? But just people can relate to what you're saying and sometimes even what you're selling by the way you portray the message and the words that you are using. So start thinking about how you can get your message across to people that they're going to feel an emotion, that they actually feel that there's light at the end of the tunnel, that whatever it is that you have may actually help them. So telling stories is a really good way to do that, and that is free. So start thinking a little bit deeper. Most people in this industry are so surface level. You just want to sell more of your stuff. I get it, guys. I know that you go into this business because you, thanks for the comment, Tiffany. I know that you're in this industry and you're doing what you're doing because you want to sell more of your stuff. You want to grow a business so you can get an income to have more choices, to go on holidays and not worry about the bills and, all that kind of stuff. You joined this business because you had a vision of what you want to achieve. So take people on the journey of what they can achieve. It's not about us when we go on social media. When I go on live, it's not about me and what I want. I want you to succeed so you can get the things that you want. So take people on that journey and don't think about your thing. Don't sell your thing. Don't post about your thing. Don't go live about your thing. Talk and post about what the thing gives people, the benefit of what it does for somebody. You tap into that emotion and people will buy. And statistically, they're saying that 80% of buying decisions are going to be made via video by 2020. Now, that's only around the corner. So use your expression, use your emotion using live video to tell stories. That's tip number 7. Okay. So I'm not going to repeat the 7 tips because I need to get on this live coaching with my coaching community, but I really hope that you get something out of just one of those tips, if not 7 of those tips, as to what you should be concentrating on to get more bang for your buck in relation to getting people to follow you, getting more likes and getting more followers. You can't, maybe a few years ago, you could turn up on social media and do a few tricky things and you'll get fans and followers. It's too busy now and it's going to get noisier and noisier and noisier. So get your business page. Once again, if you want some help, I can help you, but you have to want the help. Did that make sense? To actually get a really good business page going, really nail down your branding. So when you're doing tip 1, invest, learn, teach, it makes sense as to what you're teaching. And then tip 7, you're teaching it in a way that takes people on a journey. And, you've got those engagement strategies going on. And then you're learning how to blend from your personal page to your business page because you're networking with more people on your personal page to get them over to your business page. It all intertwines, with each other. But it's really important for you to understand you just can't set up a page, sit there and wait for people to come anymore. You've got to work at your following. You've got to work at building up your fans and followers. You've got to give really good value because if you're not doing it, you're not consistent, you're not giving that, great value, somebody else is. So don't let somebody else take your potential fans and followers. Step up, guys. Listen to all the changes that Facebook is telling you and warning you about as to where you should be going. All the video changes that I mentioned last week on a live, they're only for business pages. They're going to help you get organic reach through your live videos, but only on business pages. That doesn't even relate to personal pages. So lots to consider there. Those of you that have still got a fear around live video, please join me tomorrow. I'm launching my next Facebook Live video challenge tomorrow. The group will be open by tomorrow's Facebook Live. It's only 14 days, guys. If you've still got a fear around live video, turn up on tomorrow's Facebook Live, same time, same place, and the group will be open by the time I go live. So food for thought for sort of where you're at, okay? So I really need to go now. Mondra, once again, thank you for great tips, good value, no worries. Thank you for the feedback. Thanks, Tony. Yes, great value. Thank you. Great. Awesome. I really hope you get something out of it. And please, guys, don't just listen and take it in and make notes. Action this stuff. What's that quote? I heard Ray Higdon say this the other day, but he didn't make it up. It came from Thomas Edison. I want to leave this with you. Vision without execution is hallucination. So like Facebook's live yesterday, I was talking all about focus. So just take that in for a minute. Vision without execution is hallucination. So you might have a vision, you want it, you want to build a following, you want to build a business, you want to get more likes and fans and followers and all that kind of stuff. So you got the vision, but you're not executing. I'm giving you tips to execute. If you want some more help, then, listen to the boot camps in my coaching community. There's all sorts of practical advice that you can get if you want it. It's up to you. Okay, so I'll leave that with you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Please join me tomorrow for the details on the video challenge because that's a really, really, really fantastic way for you to increase fans and followers. So thanks for joining me, guys. I'll see you tomorrow and execute the 7 tips. Okay, bye, guys.